All right. I'm just gonna start this up, see what happens. Usually the other videos I come in with more of a clear plan, but right now I'm kind of just, oh, there it is. Living in flow. Living in flow that's it. That is the game changer. You ever seen a hooper where it looks like brothers just not even trying, smooth, just like super smooth 30 piece, without even trying, without even breaking a sweat, just there, just not even thinking, makes every right read, every right play is in the right spot, every little moment, just like those little steals, those little rebounds, like everything, little dump off into an easy lay, like it's always there. That's that flow state player. That's that flow state player that isn't living up here. That is fully present, not a single thought going on, just hooping, would be just living. And once you unlock that in life, when you become a flow state player in day-to-day life, this gets so much easier and a whole lot more fun. I had this moment yesterday, and it's funny because if you're thinking about being in the flow state, you're not in the flow state. So when I had this moment yesterday, I was walking in the woods and I'm like, dang, like I pretty much live a lot of my life in the flow. A lot of it, I'm just like existing, like running free, doing my thing. And then I thought about being in the flow, and then I was out of the flow because I was thinking about being in the flow. But my life has been so much more fun when I allow myself to just be. When I just go with my intuition, when I go with what I'm feeling, my gut feeling. And I'm not saying you let your feelings dictate and lead your life by any means. But, you got to be able to feel the situation out. You got to understand where you're at. And if something sparks within you, you got to be able to run with it on instant. And you have to be able to trust yourself. That is the big thing. If you don't trust yourself, you won't be able to sink into that flow state, in that moment where you're not over analyzing, you're not judging yourself, but you're just allowing yourself to be as you are. Because really that is the flow state. You just allow yourself to be as you are. You are fully present. Being present is the ultimate tool. There's nothing like being present. If you want a more fulfilling life, if you want to get more done in life, if you want to have deeper, meaningful relationships in your life, if you want to express who you truly are in a more authentic way, being present is the sauce. Like it is the sauce for everything. If you want to perform at a higher level, be present. Live in that flow. Literally the sauce. The sauce for anything. Your greatest ideas will come to you. The greatest visions. You'll take the most action. You'll be able to connect the deepest with someone when you're fully present in your life. Hence, I be preaching to people meditation, breath work, because it shows you a sliver of what it means to be present. It's like walking into the gym. Like when I was hooping all the time and that's all I cared about, and I was just sitting on the gun, just da, 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 like shots on shots on shots. That's how it is with meditation too. Every time you slip out of the present moment, you come back. That's a rep. That is a shot. You put up thousands of shots a day consistently. that shit is gonna be smooth. You're gonna be smooth. It's gonna be easy. That's just gonna be your normal, like, how you exist, how you operate. So respect the game. You gotta respect the game. Put in your time. Meditate. Lock in. Put in your time. Respect the craft. And eventually, that'll become the new way you show up in day-to-day life. Overthinkers. Overthinking is your superpower. You're looking at like the ultimate overthinker right here. But now that is that is what helps me express myself, helps me create, helps me analyze, observe things, is the ability to think. I mean, what if you just had like no thoughts at all and you were just like brain dead? I mean, come on. But there is a healthy relationship with it. Overthinking. I want you to be aware of your thoughts. When you're thinking all the time, if you're an overthinker and you've labeled yourself that, you should probably be careful what label you give yourself. Anyways, I want you to be aware of the thoughts that are going on. And you will begin to realize most of the thoughts you are having over and over again are the same thoughts. The same 10 to 20 thoughts on a loop. You should probably do something about that. If it's something you can take action on, you need to take immediate action on it right now in this moment. Otherwise, it'll continue to weigh you down. If it's something you need to allow yourself to process a little more, stop what you're doing, feel it, work through it, and then create that space. Then from there, we use this thinking ability to manifest and create something greater. I talked about this a little bit yesterday in my video, The Art of Losing Your Mind. Good stuff. But then with that space, you're not running the same 20 thoughts over and over again. You begin to kind of visualize and get clear on the things you're trying to create in this world. But I would say a level beyond that is instead of always needing to think of something or create something or have more or have this, you allow yourself to be completely present in this moment. And you exist in that flow state. And out of that flow state, if you're supposed to create something, God will tell you what you are supposed to create. And if you got questions, ask, and you will receive. It will usually be pretty clear too if you're actually open to receiving what is being delivered to you. That flow state is a game changer. How about in relationships? Game changer. Game changer. So, I would say this. In the relationships I've been in, I'm just being real. The relationships I've been in, the one thing that truly has separated me from all the other guys, even when I maybe wasn't willing to commit to a girl or give her the validation in a relationship she would be looking for, is When you got me, you got me. When I'm with her, there is nothing else going on. It is me and her, like we're glue, man. There's like, I'm fully present. I'm fully there. If I'm not there, I'm not there at all. But I'm in that flow state. I'm fully present, and the conversation can naturally go to a depth and naturally like flow freely and allow you to connect on that level, intimate, physical level. I mean, sex is amazing because you're just fully present. You're just there, consumed in it almost. There's no thoughts. You're not overthinking. You're not analyzing. You're just fully present, and you can feel each other on such a deeper level. And as a man, when you bring that forward, you create the space for her to be fully present and get out of her head. So really it changes. That's a romantic relationship. I mean, being friends too, it's the same thing really. Like when I'm with my friends, and I'm there. I'm fully there, giving them my undivided attention. Who doesn't want undivided attention? Like you can connect with someone on such a deeper level. You can have so much more fun too. Like think about those little moments, like when you were a kid and you were playing with your homies and you weren't thinking about shit. You weren't thinking about shit. I gotta work tomorrow, I gotta do this, I gotta pay this bill. Nah, there was none of that. You were just fully there, and those are some of the best moments of your life. Oh, I mean, every relationship is greatly impacted in a positive manner by being fully present. The ability to, create, to take action. Action is done in the here and now, not in overthinking or mental masturbation, but the here and now. So when you are fully present, you just dot, 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 dot. Just action, 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 discipline, discipline. Think about it. When you're fully present, that is where action happens, and that is where you get the chance to embody discipline in the here and now. Nowhere else. There's nowhere else where you represent and show up for yourself or embody who you are besides the here and now. And so many people are missing that this is it. It's this moment right here. You listening to me. This is it. This is all we get. There's no tomorrow. There's no yesterday. None of that. There literally is like no tomorrow. That's kind of a trippy thought to have when you actually think about it. I'm standing here right now and I say I'm going to do something tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I mean, it's elusive. You're chasing something that doesn't even exist. You're putting a gap between, I'm going to be happy tomorrow. I deserve love tomorrow. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I can be present tomorrow. Tomorrow's never going to come. You here now, and that is it. I mean, what are you waiting for? Like, what? The power of being present. I know it can be hard sometimes, though. What was the game changer for me that actually helped me become really present in my life? I guess it would just be that, literally what I just did. I just kind of stopped and I just slowed down. You listen. just like you would in meditation or something like that. Stop. You listen. You observe. It's almost like you get out of your head and you get into your body. And from there, you can be fully present. And your body can calm down and it can feel safe in the here and now. You connect to your heart a little bit. When I talk about meditation, I hope you understand meditation is a practice. It can be a guided practice. It can be sitting. It can be this. Meditation is a way of life. Meditation is, I would say, the art of being present. So once you develop that skill almost, it just becomes a way you operate through life. And you almost need to meditate less because that is how you show up. That is who you are. So use life as your practice. You know, when I was in Guatemala, I went to this retreat. It was with some of the most amazing people ever. One of the greatest experiences of my life. I hate doing dishes. But when I was there, I was so high on life. I felt so present that I did not care. I could do the dishes all day long and I could be fully present, just the happiest human being ever. Just fully present, just doing the dishes. So when I came back home to the States, I would catch myself. I would catch myself running from doing the dishes or my mind going elsewhere when I was doing the dishes. And instead, anytime I do the dishes now, like I'm in check. It's just like a trigger. It puts me like, yep, gotta slow down. Enjoy these little things, like, because these little things are what makes life. And then all of a sudden, you find the beauty in doing dishes. Imagine how it feels doing other things in life then. If you can find the beauty in doing dishes, imagine how it feels doing the other things in life. Unreal. We're so rushed right now. We're consuming so much. There's so much just coming at us all the time that it makes it almost impossible to actually be present. You need to protect your energy. You need to protect your energy. You need to protect your attention. Stop giving it away to everyone or anything all the time. You need to protect it. You need to slow down. Simplify. Cut out all the noise. The more you cut out, the easier it is, and you can focus in on what really matters to you and what you're really trying to do. The people you really care about. That the action steps that truly need to be done and delivered, not all this extra noise out here. Clear it out. Clearing all this out, simplifying will make it so much easier to be present in your day-to-day life and live in that way. Respect the craft though, for sure. Respect the craft. Being present is a way of life, and it typically carries over to all areas of life. But think about it like this also. if I put in thousands and thousands of hours playing basketball and you put me on a golf course, I'm going to feel a whole lot different on that golf course than I am a basketball court. So you got to understand if there's some area in your life you're somewhat new at or you're not that good at yet, something you're improving. Maybe you're just starting going to the gym or something like that. You might not be fully present yet. It might be tough at first. You might not even enjoy it that much. But get your reps in, respect the game, and by the end of it, you'll be like me where every gym session, I feel like I sink into the practice, or every workout, I should say. I sink into the practice a little deeper. I feel my muscles contract a little harder. And I truly enjoy it. I'm just present there in that moment. It feels like I'm moving things through my body. I mean, this is kind of a wild one to say, but I'm thinking about sex right now, I guess. It just popped up because I had to become comfortable with my body. I would stand in front of the mirror. Butt ass naked. And I would look at myself. I would just look at myself until I was really comfortable with my body. I would move, I would breathe, I would do what I gotta do until I was comfortable with every part of my body. And guess what? You don't think that helped me when I was in the bed with someone? When I was getting intimate? That I was just that much more comfortable with myself in that moment? And I could be that much more present? So put in your time, respect the game. Like, I mean, look at those dudes in the NBA. They're so present. They're so comfortable out there. They're just, I mean, they're just like on their own wavelength. Because they've been doing it for 30 years. They've been hooping, having a ball in their hand every day for 30 years. That is just what they do. I mean, they're pros. They put in the time. So give yourself some grace. Like me, I'm 22 years old. I also have to remind myself of this sometimes. If I'm just started, I want to say, I'm probably a week in posting every day on YouTube. I think this is probably my ninth total video on YouTube. And I'm beating myself up over how I deliver these messages or how authentic it feels or how present I am throughout it. When, brother, you put up 9 shots. You were here 1, 2, 3, 9 times, and then you think you're just good? And then you think, like, put in the time. Respect the craft. I don't know why, I just love that. I love that saying, like, just respect the craft. Like, I love the word craft. Like, it makes all of this so much more detailed, delicate. I enjoy it so much more when I think of it like that. Growing my coaching, making these videos, growing my course. When I treat it like that, when I truly respect the craft. Kind of enjoying just rambling and talking right now. What else we got? What are the biggest flow state killers? Biggest flow state killers. I mean, overthinking, we already talked about that, but overthinking, honestly, to touch back to the same point I made earlier, overthinking isn't overthinking. It's not like you're having a ton of random thoughts. Overthinking is repeated thinking. You're repeating the same thoughts over and over again. So if you're going to repeat the same thoughts, why not make those thoughts something that serve you? Why not flip those thoughts of judgment to something of, I'm that, you know what I mean? Like, so when that thought pops up, you're just like reprogramming yourself, and even more like, I'm limitless. This is what I do. I'm abundant. Like, if I say I'm gonna do something, count it done. You have to begin programming yourself to think and feel this way. If you're gonna be thinking, you might as well put them to use, right? Other people, you put people in your life that just trying to tear you apart, that don't believe in you, or they do, but they don't believe in themselves, so they project it onto you, and they just, man, there's nothing like those people, those energy vampires that take, and just try to drain you and pull you off your path. You gotta get away from those people. That goes into environment. Know your environment. I mean, think about it. For me, I'm gonna use myself as an example. When I'm outside and the mosquitoes are biting me and I'm doing my meditation or breath work, I am not sinking into my practice as deep as I can. Versus I'm inside in a protected environment. There's no outside variables going on. I mean, I'm shooting wide open jumpers in the gym by myself. I'm hitting 80, 90% of them. Put me in a game with the defender chasing me, I'm not making nearly as many. Like, think of your environment. You got people legit playing defense on you in your life and you don't even know it or acknowledge it. Food is huge. So I'll give you an example of what I'm eating. 5 days on the solo trip by myself. I'm eating salmon, I'm eating chicken. Those are my meats. That's super simple. Usually I eat salmon, chicken, tilapia, usually some seafood, some fish, chicken, and eggs. That's really it. I have white rice for some carbs. I have my fruits, things like that. Some sweet potatoes maybe. I like bananas. Like, super simple. Avocado, nuts. But those things, my body digests well. I feel light. I feel spiritually clear. And my body isn't digesting all the time. From that, I'm able to be present so much easier. So you need to be aware of those little things as well, because diet is huge. The more you clean up your diet, you are truly going to feel like a superhuman. Alcohol. I haven't drank for probably a year. I'm 22 years old. After my 21st birthday, after I had almost 30 shots in one night, I decided to hang them up. I said, and I'm not going to lie, I kind of knew it was going to go down that way. That's probably why I just went in on my 21st. After that, I decided to hang it up. There's nothing worse. There's no worse state or feeling than being hungover the next day and you're sitting there in your head thinking, what am I doing? Why do I feel like this? I'm at like 20% battery right now. Cut that out, 100%. Weed. Let's get real about weed. I love my pot. Absolutely love my pot. I always have. I could quit alcohol, no problem. One last thing on alcohol. Alcohol goes back into your environment. If you're around people who are drinking all the time, it's going to be a whole lot harder to quit drinking. Now, if you're like me and you can tell people, yo, I'm not drinking right now, and you can stand on that, stand on that. But if you can't, don't put yourself in that environment. Weed. Weed is an interesting thing because there's a relationship with weed. It's a very feminine medicine, in my opinion. It's very flowy, feely. What you smoke matters 100%. If you're just smoking these carts, you're just shutting your mind off. You're not If you're smoking all this, smoke actual flower if you're gonna smoke. But play around with it. If you're someone who smokes all the time, try not smoking for a little bit. I've gone through seasons where I smoke, I don't smoke, back and forth. So the experience I have on weed is it enhances me. So I've opened up the spiritual portal through psychedelics, things like that. So when I smoke, I blast off and I'm not fully present. I'm in spiritual realm. I'm not here. I'm not grounded. I'm floating. I'm in I can do some yoga. My breath feels crazy, but I'm having some crazy visions, some crazy connections, some crazy thoughts. I'm not present. I'm not taking action in my life really. I'm unlocking some things. I might be unlocking the spiritual aspect or my body by using the medicine, but I'm not taking action. I'm not very grounded. I'm not very present. So be careful of that. I mean, cut out the substances, really. As you cut out the substances more and more, you're forced to face things that come up, like quitting nicotine. I've quit almost any substance. I haven't released sexually in a while. I'm here. And I'm asking, yo, what do we got? I'm going to sit with it. Let's build on it. So cut out the noise. Cut out the people that don't serve you anymore. I got into it there. All right. We're going to close this out. I ran out of storage, so we're going to wrap this up. We're going to close this chapter, and I figured I would come back and kind of close it up instead of leaving you with all of this. Being present is your superpower. You have this dream. You have this knowing within you that there's so much more within you, that you can do all of these amazing things. That you can have this amazing lover in your life. You can be an amazing father. You can create this dream. You can make this money. You can have this impact. You can serve these people. How do I do it? You have the vision, and then you try to figure the whole plan out. And you get overwhelmed. As you're trying to make this all happen at once, you begin to get overwhelmed. And you get pulled into your head, your thoughts, and out of the present moment. When you allow your body to stay calm, and you allow yourself to stay here, in the now, this is where the magic happens. When you allow yourself to radiate and exist at the frequency of all of those things you want, at the level of abundance in the here and now, your life will begin to bend and reveal itself at the level you are at and match you. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but here and now. All of the action you will take in this process, in this plan, as part of this vision, will not happen tomorrow. It did not happen yesterday. It will happen in the here and now. Here and now. Being fully present in your life, in flow. That is where abundance truly comes. That is where you can truly create the reality you've been looking for. Meditation helped me. This was a practice that helped me the most. Really begin to grow a relationship with that flow state, with that present moment. So that is the practice I recommend to you. Start little, start small. Minute a day, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, guided practice becomes 10, and then slowly build and get your reps in, respect the game, work on your craft. You know, the crazy thing is, it's work on your craft and get your reps in, and it'll just become who you are and how you show up. But nothing changes. There's nothing that changes about you physically. There's nothing that changes about you, besides you giving yourself permission to be present here and now. And once you allow yourself to surrender and fall into this moment, you get your power back, really. You get your power back. And all of those things that you put outside of yourself into the future tense, you begin to experience them in the here and now. Allow yourself to be present. Have fun with it. Hoop a little bit. Do whatever brings you into that moment. That's what I got for you. Flow state is the key. Being present in your life is the sauce. It's everything you've been looking for. Apply it right now. Let's go.